I got mic on, but I don't have any audio on OBS, looks like. Mic 4? Or, yeah, mic 4.
And on Unity, I'll have you on channel 3.
Channel 3, okay.
I'll watch so the camera's rolling that far, so.
Got it, thank you.
I'm going to check the audio.
Yeah, I got audio now. It's there, I see it. Well, good afternoon, everybody. We've got our first tornado warning of the day, and the tornado warning is out there in Knox County, kind of rural area. So we're going to continue to watch it and see. This is a radar-indicated type tornado deal. Don't have any confirmations of anything that's touched down at this time, but we will certainly be keeping an eye on this because this is the storm. These are the storms anyway that will be crossing a good part of northwest Texas and southwest Oklahoma this afternoon. Looks like we're in for a long, prolonged, severe weather event here now. Looks like we're just now at the beginning stages of it, and it looks like it's going to last, for quite some time. So we're going to be with it here, so we'll be watching this throughout the afternoon. All right, so that tornado warning is up for, again, Knox County. And I'm going to zoom in here a little bit closer to see. That thing is really wrapping up. This is a pretty gnarly looking supercell, kind of southwest of the Gillian area. This is just north of Highway 82. This storm is moving east-northeast, but it is moving towards Wilbarger County. So I would anticipate that we would probably see these warnings extended over into Baylor, probably Ford, and maybe Wilbarger County over the next hour as the storm makes its way in those general. As long as it continues on this east-northeasterly track. But oftentimes these big supercells like this have a tendency to change direction some. And if that were to happen and it were to move a little more right, then we might see the threats get, more over towards like the Baylor County area and Archer County area. But right now, the area we're most concerned with is over here into Knox County, the area just north of Benjamin and headed towards Gillian. This is a very nasty looking storm. The hail signatures are on the increase with this storm at this time. Not only are we looking at the hail signatures on the increase, but we're also seeing increasing signs of rotation. You can really see the hook on it now, nicely at this hour as it's moving off to the kind of the east-northeast here. So if you are in the eastern parts of Knox County and you're watching this here, this is over towards Gillian. You need to be in your safe room quickly. You probably will not be able to see this tornado if there is one with it, because it's most likely going to be wrapped or enshrouded in rain. We can look at the velocities on the, you can see the rotational velocities are increasing some on this storm. There's a lot of energy in the atmosphere for it to work with. Very high dew point temperatures running in the 70s. You couple that with some strong wind shear. And you got the stage set for this to continue to develop. And there's really nothing that's going to stop it, honestly. It's going to continue to move east and northeast here, I think, over the next several hours. So, are we in a national break right now? Yes, let's go down. Just let me know. I'm communicating with my my director up in the production booth. So. All right, well, good afternoon. Here's a quick weather update for you on the News Channel 6. We are tracking a tornado warning over here into Knox County, and this tornado warning is in effect in the hook echo. The rotating part of the storm is located northeast of Benjamin, or just a hair southeast of Gillian. As of right now, this is what we call an HP supercell. The hail and sizes are on the increase. In addition to that, we're also seeing some rotation, fairly strong rotation. It's just getting a little tighter, and the conditions are favorable that this storm could produce a tornado as it moves to the east-northeast. So if you're in Gillian, you want to take shelter on the lowest level of your home. If you don't have a storm shelter, middle of your house, hallway, closet, use pillows and cushions to shield your head from any possible flying debris. If we look upwind from there, if this storm continues, and I really don't see any reason for it not to, we could see perhaps some warnings issued of some sort here in the next hour or so for parts of Baylor, Ford, and Wilbarger County, and then maybe a little bit later on this afternoon, some of these can make their way up towards Wichita County and into Tillman County. Main concern is hail and tornadoes with this particular storm. There's also another storm kind of south of Knox City right now. We'll also have to watch it too as it shows signs of rotating. Remember, the atmosphere is very prime for these storms to become significant severe weather producers. And by significant, I mean large hail and tornadoes over northwest Texas and southwestern Oklahoma. All is quiet here in the falls, and we probably stay that way for a little while longer, but we're going to have to watch these storms closely. Our coverage is going to be on our 24/7 channel and over on our Facebook pages, so if you want to go over there and take a look at that, you can, and follow us over there on those areas at this time. We got Cameron down in the storm tracker headed towards Seymour now. We'll be doing updates again, 24/7 channel, our app, and also on Facebook Live. So join us over there, and if we need to break into CBS, we will. But for right now, go over to those platforms, as that's where we're going to be for at least the next little while.
This has been a severe weather alert from the First Alert Weather Team, sponsored by Texoma Storm Shelters.
So we are still here on the 24/7 channel and the Facebook page this afternoon. All right, so I'm sorry, I'm listening to my production up in the booth. All right, I'm back. So here's what we're doing here. Once again, tornado warning for Knox County. The Hook Echo portion of this storm, and it's also got some hail. It's a big rain-wrapped, perhaps, tornado trying to develop there near Gillian. Latest storm relative velocities. There's some pretty strong rotation in there, but it's not super tight. So I don't know that this is producing a tornado at this time, but you've got some real strong winds kind of blowing away from the radar site. That's some strong winds, but you also got some of these winds also feeding into the storm as well. So you do got some rotation in there, but it doesn't appear to be super tight at this time, which tells me at least at this hour it is not a tornado producer right yet, but it could be at any time. So we'll have to keep a close eye on this storm as it makes its way east and northeast. And it could still be trying to do a little bit of what we call recycling here this afternoon. So once again, this is over there near the Gillian area. That's where our tornado warning is in effect. You got this other storm also coming in on its heels that's down towards like Knox City. That storm too will have potential to be a severe weather producer with all severe weather hazards. So we can already see some rotation showing up there with that storm there near to the west of Jude. But right now, the part that we kind of have a little bit of some circulation with there is just near to Gillian. But again, this is radar indicated. I do not see anything that's on the ground here with this or producing yet. But we will have to definitely keep an eye on it. Both of these storms are going to be players this afternoon. And if they continue to move into this general direction and they don't take a right-hand turn, then the counties that we're going to have to be most concerned with, of course, Knox County now, down there in the Haskell, Baylor, Wilbarger, northwest Wichita County, Comanche, maybe Jackson County, and maybe southeastern parts of Hardeman County. Of course, if these happen to change shape and move a little more to the right, then they could wind up impacting areas closer to Wichita Falls too. But for right now, those are the areas that we're concerned with. We'll see and watch if any other storms can get going down to the south. But right now, those are the two major players, and they got potential to produce long-track tornadoes here if they can ever get their act together. They haven't done so yet, but if I'm in Wilbarger County and Vernon especially and Lockett, keep an eye to your southwest. Harold, Oakland Union, keep an eye there out in Seymour, southwest of you, those areas. Keep an eye to your southwest because those are the areas that we really need to keep an eye on this as these make their way in those general directions here this afternoon. I've got Cameron that's coming in. Let's see if Cameron is where Cameron is at here at this hour. So doing a little communication with that. Jaden Knowles is here with me also in the studio, and he'll also be keeping an eye on things here this afternoon as well. Jaden, right now, just to kind of let you in on what's going here, we've got these 2 supercells out there in Knox County. We got the 1 tornado warning there to the northeast of Benjamin, kind of down here near Gillian. And the way it looks to me, we'll probably see additional warnings come out there, either tornado or severe thunderstorm probably pretty soon for Ford County and over here into Wilbarger County and Baylor County north of Seymour. Behind that, you got another storm coming here too. This one that's kind of south of Knox City, that will also be a player. So those are the 2 we're watching right now. There's also some storms up into Oklahoma, but those are not going to be impacting most of our area. These are not producing tornadoes yet, but they're showing signs on radar at least of being of having some rotation. The rotation isn't particularly tight. It's trying to tighten up some near Gillian, but as of right now, it just appears to me that we don't have a tornado right now yet. It looks like it's mostly just kind of some broad rotation. There's also rotation with the storm south of Knox City, but they're still trying to organize some. Atmosphere is pretty volatile this afternoon, so we'll have to definitely keep an eye on that. So you can walk across. We're not on the camera there, so. But we'll keep an eye on it. We need to get a mic, get Jaden mic'd up if we could here, so he can also take part in all of this here this afternoon. That rotation getting a little bit tighter there near Gillian at this time. And Jaden, what we're doing here is coverage anyway, as we're doing our coverage on the 24/7 channel and right here on Facebook Live. So we're doing that. And then we will do, cut-ins on News Channel 6 as needed. So that's where we'll be. So. So if you guys want to watch us here with coverage, where we're going to be at is on the News Channel 6 Facebook page, okay? So I know that people will maybe go to my page to find me, but we're on the News Channel 6 Facebook page here this afternoon. That's where we're doing our streaming at. I will put a link up on my page so you can find us. So be looking for that.